What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So after months and months and months, listen, let's just get to the point. I think I finally figured out what the issue is, so let's get to it. So I've been collecting some data over the past week, and this little guy right here in that corner, if you can see what I am temperature reading, that right there is the ECU. If you see right there, that temperature reading is 105. So let's go ahead into the truck. Let's go ahead and give it a crank and see what happens. Starts right up, no hesitation. And on top of that, no bogging down. So what exactly is causing this problem? So ladies and gentlemen, our little problem is because of this little guy right here. So as I mentioned, I've been capturing some data over the past week, and here's what the data looks like. Okay, so here's the data that I collected over several different days, several data points, and we can see here that the ECU temperature was collected anywhere from a low of 65 up until 98 degrees for my test subjects, and the Y, where the bars are red, indicates that there was hesitation during starting, meaning the engine was bogging down while pushing the gas. Anything above 98, so 100, 110, 120, 112, all of those numbers above that threshold gave me no issues. There was no issues with acceleration whatsoever. So I actually drove the truck down the street, I think at the 110 temperature mark, and it started up no issues. Drove it, shut it off, let it sit for a little bit, started it back up, and everything was good to go. So it's clear that the ECU is playing a major part in some of the symptoms that have been seen and have been troubleshooting over the past couple of months. But I'm happy to be able to report this information, that there's some major progress made. So in the future, as people have issues, we know exactly what to look for. So as you can see, the truck is starting with no issues whatsoever. Yeah, so what have we learned? The ECU has some sort of malfunction. So sometimes you have to go back in time to understand what's happening today. So take a look at this. So I went ahead and hopped online because all the answers apparently are online. So I typed in what I could use to describe the issue that I was facing. I came across a post in Club Titan with an individual that owned a 2010 Nissan Titan and was experiencing some weather-related issues. And when I say weather, that means temperature-related starting issues. So I went ahead and honed in on this post right here, in which I saw that this individual had issues because of a shorted ECM. Something had caused a short with the ECM, and this was the symptom that he was experiencing. With temperature change, the vehicle may start, may not start. And so with that said, we went into the past to solve something in the present. As we can see from previous owners of the Titan who have experienced issues of this magnitude, it's fair to say overall that the design hasn't changed that much. So we looked back in the past to come up with a hypothesis as to what occurred. So the ECU has suffered a malfunction, possibly a short of some kind. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to replace the ECU with a brand new unit. Now I did order that unit, but the unit is currently on back order, so we're going to have to wait until we get that unit in to program it and then install it. But in theory, the issue that we have been experiencing with the hesitation in starts, the bogging down of the engine. So if you notice from the post that I came across, it is clear that this issue has occurred in the past. It was susceptible to temperature, and when that temperature was above a certain threshold, then there was no issue with the vehicle. And this is why some individuals who have this issue, when they have brought their truck to the dealer, depending on the weather, I guarantee you they were not able to replicate the issue, because if it was related to an ECU issue, it's temperature dependent if there was a short that was causing the problem. But needless to say, your boy BT stuck it out. I never gave up on this truck. So to all the people out there who thought I was coming after their truck, wanted to bash the brand that they love, listen, I bought this truck for a reason. and I happened to come across an issue that I wasn't expecting to experience with the brand as such, but needless to say, I stuck it out. I appreciate those of you out there that actually acknowledge that I did have an issue with the truck. There was a legitimate issue, and it had nothing to do with the fact that the truck, I purchased it as salvage. The two issues were completely not related whatsoever, because after I purchased the truck ran fine for weeks, no issues, and then I started having this issue, which again was probably caused by a short. But for those of you who are under warranty, continue to go to the dealer, get your problems resolved. For those of you who are out of warranty watching this video, you're welcome. We got a whole list of tutorials and all the goodies for maintenance of your 2019 Nissan Titan. So it's your boy BT. I'll catch you guys on the next one when this truck is fully fixed, got a fresh ECU in it, and I'm whipping through the streets, enjoying this Nissan Titan the way it was meant to be. All right, so I came back outside in efforts to find what that threshold is, where this truck starts giving problems. So I let it cool down, monitor the temperatures. We dropped down to about 99, 98 degrees. I went ahead and started the truck and got nothing. And as the temperature continues to drop, this is what we're getting right now. So there you have it. The ECU is the culprit in this big, massive mystery that took months to solve. It's your boy BT. Holla.